Jace, we had a tough season so far. You were here from the beginning. How did you see the season so far in SønderjyskE?
Like you said, it's been tough. It was, we had a pretty good start, the first month, and then the injuries just piled up, and it's a pretty frustrating time for a lot of guys that wanted to be in the lineup, but they're battling injuries and trying to come back from injuries, and a couple guys got hurt again, and then the guys that were playing, it was obviously tough for us because you're going into games short-staffed, and that you have to give it everything you got to try and win, and we were in a lot of the games, but we just didn't quite have enough to win some of those, and kind of when you get behind like that and you lose quite a few games in a row, it's hard for the team to kind of know what it feels like to win again. And I think over the last month or so, that's something we've been trying to get back to, and hasn't been a quick fix, but I think we're starting to turn the corner.
The winning issue, was that mental, you say?
Yeah, a little bit. I think, when you just, it's so hard to win, and good teams know how to win, and it's a hard thing to describe what that's like unless you've kind of played and have been in that situation. Closing out games, like we had the game in Frederikshavn where I think we had a 3-goal lead going into the third period, and teams that know how to win, they win that game and they close that out, and we just didn't have enough, and not quite enough guys in the lineup, and we were tired, and we lose that game, and that was kind of the situations we were in.
But lately we have been winning several games, actually since Christmas. Our game is starting to get better and better. Especially our defense has been looking much better here, at least the last 14 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think so. We had a couple rough games at home, and then obviously in Esbjerg, that game where we gave up a lot of goals and early goals to start periods, and that was just something you definitely can't do. But I think since then, the last 3 games, we've really shut the teams down, and Joni's played unbelievable and really gave us a chance to win games.
Now you had a few days off due to the national team break. What have you been doing for those days?
Not a whole lot. My wife and I and our baby just kind of relaxed and hung out at home and just kind of enjoyed me being home for the entire day. And we just kind of didn't do a whole lot. It was nice to just kind of relax.
We have some big games here in front of us, Odense, Frederikshavn, I think. How do you see those games coming in?
They're big games for us. We need to get as many points as we can. Obviously, with the situation we're in, it's hard for us to, maybe jump a spot in the standings, which, anything can happen, and it's still a possibility. But regardless, we need to get the momentum going our way, and we need to win those games so that when we hit playoffs and hit the play-in, that we're playing our best hockey. And that's kind of always the challenge, is to be at your best right when playoffs start, and to have some momentum going in. And I think that's the big challenge for us right now.
What you just said there was quite similar to what I talked to Kyle Wharton about. What was the most important thing to catch Gentofte, or to gain some self-confidence? So Kyle actually said to gain the self-confidence, because catching Gentofte is like out of our hands.
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think the biggest thing for us is just to win games and be competitive for 60 minutes every night consistently. I think that's kind of killed us this year, is we haven't been able to string. If we play a good game, the next game might not be our best, and I think to be successful in the playoffs and down the stretch, you need to string those wins together, and that consistency needs to be there every night. And I think with the last 3 games, we've really showed that we're capable of that, and then if we carry that on, I think it'll only help us.
And we still have 3 games back in the regular season. Then we have the play-in, no matter if we catch Gentofte or not. It's 4 games in 5 days. How do you see those games?
It's a tough schedule. It's not exactly it's not set up to be friendly for the 4 teams that are in it by any means. And the other 6 teams that are sitting there waiting for us to finish, it's a huge advantage for them. But it is what it is, and we just need to be prepared, and we're working hard trying to get in as good a shape as we can over the next 2 weeks so that we're prepared for that.
Good. Thank you very much, Jace. I hope you will enjoy the next few days before we see you on Tuesday in Odense.
All right, thank you.
Programmet blev præsenteret af Odset.